Sharon Bovat, going to Cuba on Monday. Have a concern. Larry Gumbiner, the former guy in charge of the Cuban embassy, he was best friends with Tom Huffaker, my former fiance. My fiance was a divorce lawyer in Lafayette, California. My CIA mom got upset when I became engaged to him because she did not want me marrying a divorce lawyer. So she got him into the State Department. And then Tom went to work very interesting positions in Russia and Yugoslavia, and very timely too. Anyways, I was detained by the KGB, okay, when I was in Russia, and this was in the USSR, okay? And I found out, and it was when a person that he worked with, so evidently my being detained by the KGB, it was because they wanted to know what I knew about Lockerbie. Well, I had met the Palestinian money launderer that worked with the Iranian money, but I didn't say it. All I said is I was American. I said what I was told. It's all declassified now. Heck, Michael Flynn declassified it. The DIA did when Michael Flynn was in charge of the DIA. I was outed by people as a former CIA researcher, and I never talked to anybody about what I did, even the man I was married to, who then wanted a divorce. But when I was outed, I was terrorized. I was terrorized by people that were connected to Tom Huffaker. And Tom's friend got into the State Department, and you know what? He then worked for Secretary Clinton as the deputy director of the State Department, Larry Gumbino. Gumbiner. Oh yeah, Gumbino. Same kind of family. Anyways, Larry, I want to be safe. I'm going to Cuba on Monday. Don't need all this drama, but we've connected a lot of dots. I'm contacting DHS. I'm contacting the Coast Guard. I'm contacting the FBI, the ethical FBI, middle management, because you know what? The higher levels most of them are going except for Bowditch. I like Bowditch. Hope he gets a promotion. I am Sharon Bovat, voice of a moderate. I blogged about uranium 1 in 2012. Larry, weren't you at the State Department then in a very high-ranking position? I think so. Anyways, Sharon Bovat, Larry has stepped down as of yesterday as in charge of the Cuban embassy. I want to make sure that my hotel in Veradero, the one that's not on the list, it's legally, I was told to stay at a hotel because an Airbnb might be dangerous because Cuban intel, who actually detained me the last time I was in Cuba, and I was actually interrogated the time before that, I was told that this was going to be a relaxing trip, and I was going to be doing basically, I want to make sure that the Cuban people want normalization. I want to talk to the Cuban people, and I'm going to write an article about why we need to normalize, because I believe that we need a healthy internet for all the Americans that are going to go to Cuba and help their economy by using their tourist dollars. The cool thing about Cuba is they want our tourist dollars, not our taxpayer dollars. And I like that. I like a country that is saying, look, I just want your tourism, I don't want your taxpayer money. That's a good thing. Puerto Rico wants their taxpayer money, and they've had a lot of homicides. And I was told that it's much more dangerous for me to travel to Puerto Rico than to Cuba. But I know that in Cuba, the people that had the sonic attacks had Samsung TVs. And I got it confirmed that a Samsung TV can not only spy on you, it can also send out noises. So if I have a Samsung TV at my blah hotel, I will be a little tiffed. So I would like to know that Samsung TVs are all inspected in Cuba, because I don't think the Cuban government had anything to do with it. I think it was rogue Cuban intel. I think it was some CIA that are worried about their corruption getting exposed, and I think it was Russia. Russia. They didn't really hack the election. You know what? The truth's going to come out that the Russian government helped Hillary Clinton. Larry Gumbiner's former boss. It's complicated, and it's real. And I'm going to Cuba for a really solid, good reason, and I want no drama. I want to go and help, because that's what Americans are supposed to do. Larry, have a good life. Tom Huffaker, have a good life. I want people to know that these sonic attacks, I believe, are not being done by the people that are stepping out of power. The last time I was in Cuba, a friend of Raul's came up to me and promised me that Raul would step down, and they even got me ice cream. Was I a little creeped out? Hell yeah. But you know what? I believed him. Because I believe that people want to get away from the past and move forward. And the only way that America can have a healthy alliance with Cuba is to do that. And we can only do that if sincere people are in charge. So I hope Philippe Goldberg, the new guy in charge of Cuba, is sincere. Because sincerity matters. I'm Sharon Bovat. I'm going to Cuba, and I just found out that a guy that I partied with in the 80s was in charge of the Cuban embassy, and it kind of stirred up some drama. And I don't want any drama. I want to go to Cuba, and I want to be with the people. I want to show the people that America, we love the people. Might not like the dictator, but we love the people. God bless America.